Howdy folks. I'm going to be selling my template design and hardware to make the Octo-Push. And so this is the Octo-Push. It has 8 rubber tentacles that grip the workpiece. So I thought it was a catchy name. What can I say? But it's a very safe push stick design. It has no metal inside it. It's just rubber and plastic and plywood. And I'm going to include 20 rubber feet, so that's going to be enough to make 2 push sticks plus 4 extra tires in case you make contact with the blade or have an accident of some type. So it's going to include the bumpers, the screws, and I'm also going to include a 2-inch threaded metal stud for pre-threading the screws. And that makes it a lot easier because you can chuck that right into the drill. And I'm also going to include 2 templates, an extra one just in case you mess it up. Sometimes it's a little tricky with the contact glue, and I just thought you'd probably be better off with 2. So that's what I'm going to be selling as the kit. If you want to try one of these grips, let me know. I have a limited supply of these. And I'm going to sell those separately when I get more of those. So I'm going to do a demonstration on my table saw using my Octo-Push push stick. And I'm going to do some things that are not conventional and intentionally dangerous to illustrate how the gripping force of these rubber tentacles, if you will, enable better control of the workpiece. So obviously you would never use the table saw to make cuts in this manner. I don't know if anybody's even ever attempted to cut backwards on the saw. Sometimes I actually have to do that for doing notches. When I have to do a corner notch for a leg, I sometimes make a very small stopped cut entering at back of the blade, which is not really safe. But the fact that I was able to control the entire cut using this push stick is impressive. And there are many times that I've been using the saw where having just a little bit of extra traction and control with the push stick, could, prevent an accident. So, sometimes not everything doesn't always go right on the table saw. There are many times where, you have to back the workpiece out because something's not going right. There's a piece of metal that you see, or you get off track and you have to back the workpiece out. If you have the extra traction here, it really helps. And it's also nice to have this little rubber foot at the end here, so if I have a little piece here, I can just kick it out. It's really just a handy thing to have. So, and I just want to make a special safety disclaimer note: never to put anything metal on your push sticks. Resist the urge to put eye hooks, screws, and especially magnets on your push sticks. I've seen people make push sticks with magnets in them so that they'll stick onto the tool surface or stick onto the side of the fence, thinking that is going to improve accessibility and handling, which it does. But the fact of the matter is magnets are attracted to metals, including your saw surface and your spinning blade, and if you have contact with a magnet and a spinning blade, they break apart like shrapnel and will fly up into your face. So that's not too smart. So my push stick design has no metal in it. It's all rubber, plastic, foam, and wood, and should not pose a safety hazard if you make contact with the blade. And I think it's a really good design. And I'll be doing more videos demonstrating how I use these other push sticks for making thin rips and other types of cuts. So stay tuned. And you can buy my template and my design on eBay for a reasonable price of $20 free shipping. And that will buy you 2 templates and the screws and rubber feet to make 2 push sticks. And I will also sell the foam grips separately at some point. I have a limited supply of those, but I've got plenty of rubber bumpers. As you can see, I'm fully stocked. I'm officially in the rubber business. So, if you'd like to support my channel and support my effort to produce quality, practical woodworking videos, and you can buy my product, the Octo-Push. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this thing. Buy them. Buy them now. I'm tired of making things for people. Buy my push sticks.